Hello, today I have a very special request. It's a request to make a double XL chalupa from Taco Bell. Now, here's the thing. To get the chalupa, we have to do the gordita because the chalupa is a deep fried gordita, right? And a gordita that Taco Bell uses isn't an authentic gordita. For an authentic gordita uses corn flour. And it's really not that puffy either. The gorditas Taco Bell uses is more like an unopened pita. So I'm going to show you how to make Taco Bell's gordita, quote, which is a really good pita recipe, flatbread recipe, pita flatbread. And then we're going to take that gordita, because we need to make it extra big for the double XL, then we're going to fry it. So you are about to watch how to make a double XL chalupa right here on
My Recipes!
Cooking, yeah. So, okay, we're going to start with a packet of yeast, which is about 2.5 teaspoons of yeast if you buy it in the bulk. We're going to add sugar, about 1/2 tablespoon of sugar to it. What that's going to do is that's going to help with the reaction with the yeast. It helps feed the yeast. Alright, and once we get the yeast and the sugar in, we're going to add about a cup of flour. Some people at this point add their warm water so the yeast could activate by itself, but you could add the dry ingredients first and then add the water. Most bread makers call for that anyways, and the yeast is still going to react. So we're going to add about a cup of warm water now, and then we're going to give it a stir. Once we stir it, we're going to wait about 15 minutes and let it sit so the yeast can react, and then we'll come back to it. Alright, this is what it looks like after about 15 minutes. See the bubbles in there? I'm adding about a tablespoon of salt now, and about a tablespoon and a half of oil. You can use vegetable or olive oil. Olive oil is preferred. I use vegetable oil. And give it a good whisk. Incorporate it. And we're going to add another cup of flour. We're going to use a total of about 3 cups of flour. So this is our second cup. This is just to get it kind of started, so I can whisk it and get it started. I don't have to use my hand. So here I got it whisked pretty good, and it's still loosely enough where I can tap it out of the whisk here, see? And once I get it out of the whisk, I'm going to put slowly, a little bit at a time, to make sure I don't put too much flour in, the last cup of flour. I might not use it all. You have to eyeball it and see how it feels. And then I add my cup of, slowly started adding flour. I'm kneading it, turning it. It's still pretty soft here, really squishy and sticky, so I definitely need more flour. And I'm going to keep adding and kneading the dough.
Push, pull, push, pull, push. Still sticky.
It's okay if it's a little sticky. Just make sure it's not like really sticky. You want it to be soft and a little sticky. It's okay. Well, and the more you knead it, the more that flour will get into it too.
Can I do it?
Yeah, you can do a little. Good.
Hold, push, push. You feel like poo.
Does it?
Sticky. Eat it. It's sick.
It's okay. It's dough.
Is it like
Does
cookie
it
dough?
need a little more? Let me see how sticky it is. You know, that ain't too bad actually.
A little more.
Nah, that's good. Alright, I'm gonna just pre-grease the pan before I get my dough ready, so when it's all balled up and ready to put in, it doesn't stick to the pan. I got this smooth, soft, little sticky. Hear it? And I'm going to put it in the bowl. I'm going to cover it with the lid. Some people use a paper towel or a towel. I'm just going to cover it with the lid. Alright, now we're going to let it sit for about 2 hours. You can let it sit for longer. The longer you let it sit, the more of a sourdough taste it's going to have. Alright, so we let it rise for about 2 hours. So it's puffy. How does that look?
Good.
Good, you want to eat it?
No.
Alright.
That's it.
Yeah. So it's puffy. We're going to take it out. And I usually would put a little flour in my hands, but it's not necessary. It's nice and poofy. We're going to take it and we're going to divide it into sections. So we're going to cut it down the middle. For all you kids out there, have your parents use a sharp knife if you can. Now since we're making double XL chalupas, they're big. The reason why I use the dough is because you can make it any size you want. You can go to the store and buy a flatbread or a pita pre-made, but they're usually only going to be about this big. But since we're doing a double XL, I wanted to customize it and make it a little bigger, and I didn't want to buy a pizza dough. You can buy pre-made pizza dough and fry it, but that's just going to be way too big. Roll them again in a ball without having to knead them again. You want to grab one of these?
Yeah.
You're going to take it, you're not going to knead it and shove it together. You're just going to take the top, kind of push it around. Yep, it's good. Bless you. Alright, you can do that one too. Good. It's looking pretty good. And you just want to make sure when you're doing it, just like he was doing it, you don't want to push it and knead it, because it'll make it tough. You want to keep it poofy. And make sure that it's smooth and round. And then
Chalupas.
we're going to take one, because we're only using one. And let's see what would be a good size.
The back one.
Back one here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Good choice. And we're going to stick it in the bowl. Just stick it in there. And we're going to let this sit for about 15 minutes just to make sure that it poofs up again. And then we're going to flatten it. And I'm not going to wait the full 15 minutes because I think it's pretty good now. So I'm going to start preheating the pan on a medium-low setting. I have some helpers that knew I was cooking and came over to help.
You keep rolling it.
Yeah. Depending on how thick you want it, it might be too thick for you. You'll see after you fry it. You can always make it thinner. You'll have plenty of dough balls to work with. Alright, go ahead and put it in the fryer. Go straight from the raw dough.
But just don't forget, always make dough balls if you are doing it.
Yeah.
My turn, bye.
And then you put that in there.
I know after Jasmine, I didn't go
Oh, go ahead. There you go. Ooh. Alright, and it'll cook right in there.
Alright, so.
Keep an eye on it. Oh yeah?
Hey, watch out, please. One. Try flip it. No. Oh, it broke almost.
You're gonna flip it, and when it's brown on both sides.
Flip it again.
Yup. And then when it's brown on both sides, you're gonna take it out and you're gonna form it into a boat. Alright, I'm gonna hold this in a boat form. Kinda like they got at Taco Bell. Alright, put the meat in.
All?
Probably about half. And you can just fold it up. You don't have to do the ends up like this. Taco Bell has their ends up like a boat.
There, I got you.
Okay, now we're going to do nacho cheese.
Just did one. You don't have to tell us.
Alright.
Alright, now we need lettuce. I'm getting you, okay? You should be here to try this. Who?
Alright. It's pretty good lettuce now. And then the cheese. You can put all the cheese on there. How does that look in there? Good?
Alright,
now sour cream.
Sour cream. Here. Can I?
There you go.
It looks so good. I got it.
Alright, so you can skip all that out if you want. Is that good enough? Alright, and then sprinkle those on top. We didn't use red strips because I couldn't find any at the store, but by all means you can use strips. But this is a XXL chalupa imitation from Taco Bell.
How do you stop? Bye!
Alright, you guys ready to taste test this thing?
Yes.
Nah. Just kidding. Alright, you guys like sauce on yours?
Yes.
Yep, that's yours. Alright, we're taste testing it.
Alright, gotta put your clear sauce on it. I wanna watch him.
Alright, be careful it doesn't fall out.
Say now I'm gonna taste it. Now I'm gonna taste it. Mmm. Looks yummy. Tastes pretty good.
Good.
I wanna try. We can. Yeah.
That's good.
This is the best thing I ever had. Is that meat? Yummy
Guys,
stout.
look at that.
Yeah. Okay, who else wants one?
Mommy.
Do ya?
In 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9,
There you go.
11, 12.
You didn't